Hey everyone, welcome to Recap Blitz. Today, I have a very special story for you, directed by Danny and Michael Philippou. The film begins with some strange, disgusting rituals where people talk about moving a soul. Many women are treated in odd ways and filmed. Finally, we hear about a demon named Taryn. After this scary opening scene, we meet a girl named Piper who is almost blind. I say almost because she can see faint shapes and lights, but she cannot see people clearly. Piper's older brother is Andy, who will turn 18 in 3 months. Andy is Piper's stepbrother. Their father married twice. Andy is the son of the first wife, and Piper is the daughter of the second wife. Andy and Piper are very close. One day, their father falls and dies in the bathroom. This leaves Andy and Piper orphaned. A woman named Wendy, who works in child support, arranges for them to go to a foster home. She assigns them to live with a woman named Lauren, who used to be a counselor in the same office. Wendy trusts Lauren to care for them. Lauren only wants Piper, but Andy says that in 3 months, when he turns 18, he can apply to become Piper's guardian. So Lauren agrees to take Andy for just 3 months. We see that Andy and Piper share a code word, grapefruit. It does not mean anything special. It just shows how much they trust each other. I mention this because the code word appears in several places, though I will skip it in explanations later. Next, we see Andy and Piper arrive at Lauren's house. Lauren welcomes Piper with love, but ignores Andy. She acts as if she does not want Andy there. For example, when she takes a selfie, she angles it so Andy's face is hidden. She also calls Andy by the wrong name, as if she does not remember him. In Lauren's house, there is another foster child, a boy named Oliver who cannot speak. Lauren explains that she used to have a daughter named Kathy, who is also blind. Kathy drowned in the pool in a home accident, and after that Oliver became selectively mute. Andy and Piper get their own rooms. Lauren comes in to talk to Andy. While he is distracted, she grabs his phone and reads his messages. When Andy reacts, Lauren behaves as though he is attacking her, though he only wants his phone back. Later we see Lauren watching Piper closely and then behaving creepily with Oliver. She keeps checking the weather prediction app, which shows heavy rain coming soon. That night, Andy notices Lauren taking Oliver outside to a chamber next to the house. He does not pay much attention and goes to sleep. The next morning, Andy wakes to find he has peed in his pants. This is very embarrassing because he's almost 18 and has never done this before. We understand that Andy is still traumatized by his father's death and fears bathrooms because his father died there. That day is his father's funeral, and Andy cannot look at his father's body. When Piper asks, he says everything looks fine, but he is too scared to see his father. Lauren quietly cuts a lock of his father's hair and hides it. She then pressures Andy to look at his father and say a final goodbye. Andy struggles, but does it, and when everyone leaves, Lauren kisses his father's corpse. Meanwhile, Oliver pounds on the glass door and hurts his hands when the glass breaks. Still, he goes to the outdoor chamber and tries to open the door. Why is Oliver acting so strangely? You will learn more in the video. For now, Lauren returns and tries to create a party-like atmosphere so Andy and Piper can forget their sadness. She gives both children drinks, and the three bond for a while. When they get drunk, Andy and Lauren share personal stories. Lauren says she still cannot forget her daughter's death and would do anything to hear her say "Mom" one more time. Andy reveals that his father used to abuse him. Yes, his father would bring him into the washroom, turn on the shower, and beat him so no one could hear. But his father loved Piper, probably because she was his daughter with his second wife. To get his father's attention, Andy acted out as a child and even did something wrong at age 8, which you will learn later. After all this, Andy goes to sleep. When he is sleeping, Lauren urinates in a mug and pours it on Andy's pants. Yes, Lauren caused Andy's accident to make him seem unfit to care for Piper. She then unlocks his phone with his Face ID and reads his messages. Lauren hears a noise and takes Oliver to give him a bath, speaking to him oddly. She says, "I know you are hungry, but don't worry. Soon you will be able to eat." Oliver looks at her strangely. At one point, Lauren sees a demon instead of Oliver in the mirror, and it breaks. So Oliver is not normal. He surely has a demon inside him. The next morning, Lauren deliberately points out Andy's accident to Piper by saying, "Look how Andy peed in bed." Then she takes Piper outside, leaving only Andy and Oliver at the house. Andy is traumatized by the idea of bathing in the house bathroom, so he goes outside. He tries to bond with Oliver by offering melon, but Oliver bites a knife and cuts his mouth badly. Andy tells Oliver to go to the hospital. We notice a white circle around the house. When Andy tries to bring Oliver near the circle, Oliver resists violently and screams. Andy carries Oliver away from the circle, and when Lauren finds them, she yells at Andy and takes Oliver inside. She leads Oliver to a room and plays a VHS tape of rituals that look like what we saw at the film start. The ritual involves drawing circles on the person's head with the hand. Lauren does this to Oliver's head, and he calms down. She then feeds Oliver a lock of Andy's father's hair, which he eats. After Oliver calms, Lauren blames Andy and reveals that she will report that Andy is unfit to be Piper's guardian. At this point, we fully suspect that Lauren is not normal and that red flags surround her. For example, she stuffed her dead dog in a toy to keep it, showing she cannot let go of the past and that she is planning something with her daughter. That night when Andy goes to bathe, Oliver appears instead of Oliver. Andy hallucinates his father, who tells him he will be killed in the rain. Andy panics and falls in the bathroom, injuring his head and getting a concussion. In the next scene, Andy is in the hospital recovering when Lauren visits him. Andy tells her that Oliver, or the demon, said someone would die in the rain. Lauren reacts as if she knows something, then quickly says it must have been a hallucination because his father died in the shower. Thinking of rain reminds him of showers. After this, Lauren goes home. It is now raining heavily. She dances in the rain with Piper and has a good time. Then she dresses Piper in her own daughter's clothes and gently pushes her agenda by saying, "Piper should always stay with me." Piper replies that she and Andy will move back home soon, but will visit Lauren on weekends. Lauren's expression changes, and she says she wants to show Piper something. Lauren leads preserved in a freezer. Yes, Lauren has kept her daughter's corpse alive and tells Piper to touch it. Piper feels that it looks like meat, but cannot bear to look. Next, Lauren brings Andy back home. We learn that Andy used to take creatine for exercise, so Lauren must have put something in his supplements to increase his hormones and make him angry. Though this is not shown clearly, Lauren's behavior suggests it. I think it is possible. Normally I would put this in theories, but I am telling you now. That night Lauren does something terrible. She sprays herself with Andy's body spray, then sneaks into Piper's room while Piper sleeps. Lauren punches Piper hard in the face and runs away. Piper wakes, screaming in pain, but she smells Andy's body spray. She thinks Andy beat her badly. The next morning, Lauren cleverly blames Andy by saying she saw him going into Piper's room last night and hurting her. This news shocks Andy and he loses control, possibly because of the drugs Lauren mixed in his supplements. Lauren even says that Andy's father abused him, so now Andy is hurting Piper the same way. She implies that Andy is jealous of Piper. Piper did not know her father abused Andy, so this is a big shock. By this point, Piper also thinks Andy is the source of all problems. Broken and upset, Andy drives away in his car. At this point, I want to explain Lauren's plan and why she is behaving this way. Lauren wants to bring her daughter's soul into Piper's body. The rituals we saw at the beginning show a process where a demon transfers a soul from one body to another. Lauren learned from VHS tapes how to do this. We saw cult members record rituals, so they probably sold these tapes for a high price. First, Lauren summoned a demon named Taryn and placed it in Oliver's body. Oliver is not Lauren's foster son. She kidnapped him. That is why he is mute and acts strangely. Taryn is inside him. Taryn must eat the dead body of the person whose soul will be transferred, Kathy's body. Lauren preserved her daughter's corpse. After Taryn absorbs Kathy's soul, the demon will spit it into a new body, Piper's body. Oliver, containing Taryn, becomes restless and keeps trying to go to the outdoor shed where Kathy's body is. Taryn is restless and Lauren waits for the right time to finish the ritual. I hope you now understand Lauren's goal. Returning to the story, Lauren leaves Piper at the ball practice area so she can prepare alone for the ritual. Meanwhile, Andy goes straight to Wendy's office. He finds a poster of a missing child, Oliver. His real name is Connor Bird. Wendy does not believe Andy because she once worked with Lauren and Lauren was the best counselor there. Also, Lauren already complained about Andy many times, including that he hit his sister. Andy insists he would never hurt his sister because he loves her. He once promised Kathy, at age 8, that he would never raise a hand to Piper. Seeing Andy's sadness and honesty, Wendy thinks he might be telling the truth and decides to check Lauren's house. Both of them drive out, and on the way Andy sends Piper a voice message saying Lauren is mostly evil and would never hurt her. Wendy's voice is also captured, comforting Andy. Meanwhile, Oliver, possessed by Taryn, wrecks the house and starts eating not only food but also the wooden floor. He looks like a demon. When Lauren returns home, Oliver attacks her and badly cuts her hand. Lauren locks Oliver out and he begins to eat himself. She draws a circle in blood and tries to calm him down. Now Piper's phone is with Lauren, and Lauren hears the voice message from Wendy and Andy. She realizes Wendy and Andy are coming. Lauren quickly cleans everything. When Wendy arrives, she finds the house normal, but then notices blood on Lauren's hand. She asks about the cut. Lauren cannot answer and then loses control, screaming that she must bring her daughter back alive. Wendy understands that Lauren is mentally unstable and runs away. Outside, Andy shows Wendy the shed where Kathy's body lay and Oliver was eating it. Andy and Wendy try to escape, but Lauren runs them down with her car. Wendy dies instantly, and Andy is badly injured and falls. Lauren drags his car to a water puddle and drowns him. Then Lauren brings Piper back home. At this point, Oliver, still containing Taryn, has eaten part of Andy's body and speaks with Andy's voice to lure Piper. Piper touches Oliver and realizes it is not Andy. She remembers Lauren said Oliver had red curly hair, but Oliver's head has no hair. Piper runs and locks herself in the bathroom. Lauren shouts for Piper to come out, but Piper does not move. Piper then senses Andy's body in the bathroom. She breaks and faints. Lauren breaks in and reveals her evil plan. She will drown Piper to finish the ritual. Piper tries to escape but cannot see and crashes into the wall, losing consciousness. Lauren drags Piper to the pool and starts to drown her. In the water, Piper regains consciousness and climbs out, screaming, "Mom, Mom!" Lauren freezes, hearing her daughter's voice. In that brief moment, Piper escapes. Lauren returns to the pool with her daughter's half-eaten body. Oliver, now free of Taryn when he leaves the white circle, follows Piper's footsteps. Piper reaches the road and is rescued by a passing couple who call the police. Oliver emerges from the white circle too, freeing the demon. The couple tells the police about Piper. The police rescue Connor Bird, who is badly injured but at least now back to normal. They then go to Lauren's house, where they find her sitting by the pool with her daughter's half-eaten body. The police surround Lauren, and the film ends there. So friends, that was the explanation of Bring Her Back. The story is quite straightforward. If we talk about the ritual, the film shows a process where a demon tries to transfer a human soul into another body. Lauren wanted to transfer her daughter's soul into Piper's body. First, the demon Taryn eats the preserved dead body to absorb the soul. Then it spits the soul into the new body. Lauren learned all this from VHS tapes. The question is, who made those tapes? Probably a cult that practices such dark rituals. We see they recorded their ceremonies, so maybe they sold the tapes at high cost. The white circle around the house is a ritual circle. When Oliver, or rather Taryn, leaves the circle, he returns to normal and the demon leaves his body. Injuries remain, but the ritual stops. Taryn's behavior resembles the mythical Wendigo, a creature that eats flesh and becomes uncontrollable. It might be inspired by various demon legends, but I believe it was created just for the film as a fictional entity. The movie looks simple on the surface, but deep down it is about grief and obsession. Lauren could not accept her daughter's death and was ready to go to any extreme to bring her back. Loss, manipulation, and emotional trauma surround every character. Andy's trauma from abuse, Piper's issues of trust due to blindness, and Lauren's toxic motherhood. The film also shows that love mixed with grief can turn someone into a monster. That is it. I have explained the full story and the theories. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask me in the comments. If you like the video, please like and share it, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.